Maybe you were born under the worst circumstances. Or on the other side of the tracks, maybe all the statistics and facts were stacked up against you. Maybe you were out of line or running out of time, waiting for the stars to align, looking for a sign or about to lose your mind. Maybe you were wondering if you could save yourself or if you were in need of a lifeline. Whether we bow at the altars of self or ascribe to the divine, there's a certain kind of hope our souls long to find, a certain type of void only God can satisfy. In the pieces of our shattered dreams, no matter how many wrong directions, U-turns, or detours, even our worst moments can be redeemed. Because there is a God who wants to take the chains that bind us and set us free until we learn our true identity, until we learn to see the world through the eyes of possibility. God writes the greatest plot twists. He's been carefully pinning your story, taking all your mishaps and the places that you've been misshapen. When you thought nothing beautiful could be made of you, he was painting your canvas, make no mistake. God makes no mistakes. He loves, he saves, he waits, which is why as long as you have breath, it's never too late to trade guilt and stress and shame for grace. The very God who formed you, he wants to be with you, wants to show you a peace that surpasses, love everlasting, that no mistake is too big, no request too small, that every heart, life, story, God sees and knows them all, no matter what you've been through, no matter what you've done or where you've been. But God changes everything.
I'm Herbert Cooper, and But God is my life story. I was sexually abused at the age of 13 in the very house that's behind me. My parents were divorced. I grew up with addictions and bondage. But God changes everything. I would be a statistic today, but God. I would be in prison today, but God. I would be bitter and angry, but God. I would have lost my mind, but God. I believe my story is your story, and I believe for you, just like for me, but God changes everything. I want to encourage you to get my new book and let God do a great work in your life.